Well, I wasn't alive then.
I want to hear about the first self-service gas station.
Okay, my father and mother, Grandma and Grandoc, had a place with cabins on Lake Champlain, and at the top of the hill,
No, it wasn't in Lake Champlain. It
was there.
on the way to Winooski.
I don't know where it was because
Yes,
I wasn't
it was on
alive
the way
yet.
to Winooski.
However,
You weren't born.
I wasn't born yet. But
It was.
But-
And he built, and Dad built
the cabins,
those cabins.
but
yes,
they were on
and-
Lake Champlain.
No, those were other places that we lived. He bought property and we lived in it all over.
Before I was born.
Yeah, Burlington.
So
Okay.
he had this place, and on the side of it said Eats, and it was like a little diner, and there was a gas station in the front. And Grandma Rosh used to pump the gas, and then it would go into the car. And she was pregnant with Aaron, and she went to pump the gas, and she goes, "Oh, pump it yourself." And that was the first self-service gas station.
But this was next door to the state police, which
Oh, now you're putting fact into my story.
yes, but it was on the road to Winooski, and there was a hill.
That
and
was
we
the big
lived up
hill.
on the hill, and Grandma and Grandpa lived in one little house, one of those things. We turned them into rentals, and they had been cabins. And we lived in one.
I wasn't born yet.
And when you were born, they stopped living in a cabin?
Oh yeah, because what happened
Lived
was
in
after
your house?
Aaron was born, and they were traveling and doing all this stuff, and then Grandoc decided that he better go to medical school and become a doctor quick because it was getting late and he was getting older.
No,
So-
he first put his brother through medical
Well, yeah.
school, and then he had always wanted to be a doctor, and he had flunked out of undergraduate school.
What?
Yes.
My father?
Our father, yes.
I didn't
But
know
he had the same professor for chemistry that
Dr.
I
Greg.
Dr.
I had him
Greg,
too.
you had him too.
Yes, I love that. I loved him. He's my protector. He's up there protecting me all these years.
Professor Greg?
Yep.
Okay.
Dr.
But you were
Greg.
going to tell another story. What was your other story?
But anyway,
She's telling
our
me.
father built all of these little cabins,
Okay.
and then he built the police station, and then he built the gas station.
Okay.
So
That was the
that
gas
was the
station.
gas station.
Okay.
But we did live out in Shelburne,
When you lived in
and
Shelburne,
on the lake.
yeah, and there were all these cabins along the lake, and it was down a hill to get there. And Mom would to show people which cabin was theirs. She would jump on the running
board of
board
the car.
and ride down the hill with them, and then walk back. But I wasn't born yet.
And I fell out of the window there.
Oh yeah. Well, Aaron once fell out of a car.
What?
Aaron once fell out of a car.
He did.
Yeah, in 7th place.
Well, I was sitting in the window in the sun. It was beautiful. We didn't have, we had fans, but we didn't have air conditioning, obviously.
No.
But
Yeah.
Mother was braiding Jessica's hair, and I was waiting for her to do mine. And I leaned back, and in the window was beautiful. There was no screen. And I got gas glass in my ass.
Too bad your dad wasn't a doctor then.
Yeah, really. That was one of the reasons he decided after that, and the time when Aaron kept getting things happening to his head. He was riding his tricycle down Maple Street one day and hit a rock, and he flipped over and went on into a rock garden.
Wait.
And that's how he had the stain on the stuff on his chin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And another time,
Oh, I
he
had
was
a couple
gonna
of
he was gonna skip school, and Gayla found him, and she was dragging him across the lawn, and this little boy across the street, David Palmer, took a rock, threw it at Gayla. Gayla ducked, hit Aaron. Aaron didn't have to go to school that day.
It all worked out.
Yeah.
It all worked out. That's good.
Excuse me.
You guys are too funny.